Hey, Connor, it's Henry. I'm here doing the problems you sent me, specifically number one. So you had the function f of x is equal to negative parentheses x minus 3 squared plus 4. And we have to list all the transformations first. So I'm going to start with those transformations. For one, it's going to shift right 3 units. It's going to shift up 4 units. It's going to also be upside down. Okay, so it's going to look like this. It's going to have that negative parabola shape. So the vertex, and that's what I mean when it means opens. So it's going to open downward, basically. Then you have your vertex. And your vertex in this case is in the form of HK. This is your H, and remember, the opposite sign is going to be your H. So that's not it's not going to be negative 3, it's going to be positive 3. And this is going to be your K. So it's going to be 4. So that's going to be your vertex. So that's going to be your high point. So in this case, you're going to have a maximum, since it's going to be a frowny face. Frowny face means you're going to have a maximum. Minimum means you're going to have a frowny face. So the maximum is going to be your Y value. So your highest Y value is going to be 4. It's going to be your Y value. Then looking at this, you have your axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is the same as your X part of your vertex, which is also your H. So that means the X is going to equal positive 3. Your y-intercepts are going to be 2. Let me see, wait, no. You don't have a y-intercept here. There's no y-intercept. There's no y-intercept at all. Because this crosses, actually does cross the y-axis. Never mind. It does cross the y-axis. To figure out the y-intercept, thank you. I missed this one. To get the y-intercept, I'm going to set x equal to 0 and solve for y. So in this case, we have 0 is equal to negative parentheses x minus 3 plus 4. We have to set x equal to 0. I'm sorry, I set x equal to 0. So y is going to equal negative 0 minus 3 plus 4. So y is going to equal negative 3 plus 4. So y is going to equal 3 plus 4. Let's do this in negative. So that's going to be 3 plus 4, so y is going to equal 7. But that's not right. Let me look at something. Look at the table. Split screen table. Negative 5. So why is it negative 5? Oh, that's the square. I forgot to do the second power. So that'd be negative parentheses 9 plus 4. So that means y is equal to negative 9 plus 4. So that means y is equal to negative 5. Okay, that makes sense. So my y-intercept is 0, negative 5. So all I just did was I replaced the x with 3. With x with 0. Negative 3 squared is 9. Negative 9 plus 4. Remember, negative is outside the parentheses. Means my y-intercept is going to be 5. Let me keep on going here on my list for number 1. Then I'm going to have the domain. Domain is going to be all reals. All real numbers. The range is going to be from, looks like it's going to start at when x is equal to, I believe it's going to be 4. Yeah, 4. So it's going to be from 4 to negative infinity. Make sure I fix that. There we go. Negative infinity. That's the range. Is it increasing and decreasing? So where is the function increasing? It's increasing from negative infinity let's see what's from negative infinity to when x is at 1. So wait, yeah, increasing from x to infinity. No, not 1. We want x is equal to, yeah, the vertex of 3. Yep, 3. So that I'm going to change that guy there from 1 to, is actually increasing from negative infinity all the way to 4. No, to 3. Oops. And then it's decreasing from 3 all the way to negative infinity. That's where it's decreasing. Number of solutions are going to be 2. Solutions, by the way, mean the x-intercepts. And it looks like it intercepts. So it's going to be 2 solutions when x is equal to 1. So to get those solutions, I remember all I have to do is set y equal to 0. So remember y is equal to negative parentheses x minus 3 squared plus 4. 0 equals negative x minus 3 squared plus 4. Subtract 4 on both sides. Negative 4 is equal to negative x minus 3 squared. The same as negative 1, so I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. So 4 is equal to x minus 3 squared. Take the square root. So we're going to have plus and minus, I believe. 2 is equal to x minus 3. So I'm going to have 2 solutions because I have plus 2. 2 is equal to x minus 3. And negative 2 is equal to x minus 3. Oops. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. That was your solution. Make sure I underline that. So 5 is equal to x. Add 3 to both sides. 1 is equal to x. So those are my solutions, 1 and 5. And the end behavior is just going to be negative infinity and negative infinity. So my end behavior is going to be negative infinities. So I hope that helped you for number 1. Now I'm going to do number 2. Oops. Number 2 looks a little bit different. Number 2, you have f of x is equal to negative 1/2 x minus 2 squared plus 3. So I'm going to go over here to, so I have this here. Clear it out. I'm going to put this into my calculator first. 1/2 parentheses x minus 2 squared plus 3. There we go. So here are the transformations. I already graphed this, so I know how it looks like. And I can actually show you where I get all these from. So transformations wise, you're gonna have it's gonna shift. Oops, drop my pen. It's gonna shift right to. So make sure that's right. Yep, shifts. So it's gonna shift right 2 units. It's also gonna shift up 3 units. Because this is gonna be my H and this is my K. This is my H. This is my K. That lets me know I'm shifting. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to, it's going to be open downward. Oops. Because of this negative sign over here. And it's also going to, stretch. So it's going to be a horizontal stretch. I should make sure I elaborate that clearly in my video here. It's going to be a horizontal stretch by a factor of 1/2. By 1/2. Okay, what else do we have about the transformations? The vertex. That's it right there. The vertex is going to be 2, 4. because the vertex is the same as HK, and we know that H is 2. Remember, it's not negative 2, it's positive 2. You're going to take the opposite of that. Then you have your axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is the same as the X or the H. In this case, that's equal to 2. Then we have the minimum or maximum. In this case, it's going to be a maximum of 4, because it's going to be that way because it shifts like opens up down like this. Opens like this, you're going to have a maximum. So y is going to equal 4, positive 4. Then we have the y-intercept we're trying to find. And for the y-intercept, I'm going to set x equal to 0. So y equals a half x minus 2 squared plus 3. So x equal to 0. So it's going to be a half of 0 minus 2 squared plus 3. That's negative 1/2. Ooh, make sure I don't make that mistake. Negative 1/2. So y is going to equal negative 1/2 times negative 2 squared plus 3. So y is going to equal negative 1/2 times 4 plus 3. Half of 4 is 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2 plus 3. So y is going to equal 1. Make sure that looks like right. Yep, it does. So my y-intercept is going to be 1 right there. Let me keep going down. Then I have the domain and range. Domain is always going to be all real numbers. Domain is all real numbers. Range is going to be from the top. So the top there's 3. So it's going to be from 3 to negative infinity because the graph is going like this. It's increasing from negative infinity to when x is at 2. Then it's decreasing from 2 to negative infinity. The solutions, number of solutions, looks like it's going to be 2 solutions. And I can prove that too. So remember, solutions are the same as the x values. So that's the same as x-intercepts. So y is equal to negative 1/2 x minus 2 squared plus 3. To find the x-intercepts at y equal to 0 equals 1/2 x minus 2 squared plus 3. Subtract 3 on both sides. Negative 3 equals negative 1/2 x minus 2 squared. Divide by a negative 1/2. So if I divide negative 3 divided by negative 1/2, so I get 6. So then 6 is equal to x minus 2 squared, right? So I'm going to take the square root. So it's going to be plus or minus the square root of 6 is equal to x minus 2. X is equal to plus or minus square root of 6 plus 2. So I'm going to have 2 solutions. I'm just going to cut down to it. X is going to equal negative square root of 6 plus 2. X is going to equal square root of 6 plus 2. So I'm going to go to here, negative square root of 6 plus 2. I'm going to say that's negative 0.5 for x. I'm going to square root of x of 6 plus 2 is about 4.5. Oops, wrong ones. I wrote them in the wrong spots. Sorry. So this is over here is negative 0.5 and x is equal to 4.5. There we go. There we go. So those are my solutions. So this is x. So my solutions, x-intercepts are going to be negative 0.5 and 4.5. And my end behaviors, are going to be negative infinities. So Hope this video helps you out, man. Please, if you need my help, continue to text or email me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I know it's on the weekend, but I'm going to do the best I can to help you, okay? Take care of yourself, all right? And have a great rest of your weekend.